Hi, Rich Karuba for bowlingball.com. Let's talk about your bowling setup position. You know, when you take your stance on the approach before you walk up and deliver your ball. Now, if you've ever watched the pro bowlers on TV, you can see how methodical they are when they take their stance. They want their weight balanced correctly. Most of the time, they'll set their weight, majority of their weight on their foot that they're not going to use to begin the first step of their approach, so they can step away smoothly and consistently from delivery to delivery. They have a clearly established pre-shot routine, don't they? And if the pro bowlers and the best bowlers are methodical about this, then I think it makes sense for you to set up a pre-shot procedure that every time you step on the approach, so you know, you don't have to take a long time at getting into your stance position, but I think it's important to be set and balanced before you go. So here's about 5 steps to help you. First, before you get on the approach, make sure you know precisely where you want to position your feet laterally on the lane based on your sighting target. That's your alignment. And pay attention to standing the same distance from the foul line, especially you new bowlers in the game. You stand back 4 or 6 inches differently every time from the foul line. Make sure that you pick a spot on the foul line to stand, so when you finish your approach, you're sliding only an inch or 2 behind the foul line, each and every time consistently. That is essential to developing a good approach, a consistent approach, and becoming a better player. Number 2, place your sliding bowling shoe with the instep covering the board you wish to correspond with regarding your sighting target. Point your bowling shoes just slightly. You can influence the toe, like there's little arrows on your toes of your bowling shoes, toward your sighting target with the toes in the same direction, and maybe you spread your feet apart about one board, an inch or so. If that helps, will stabilize you for balance as you walk to the foul line. Okay, so those are things you can experiment around with as you practice. Next, you want to flex your knees forward as to place the front part of your kneecaps directly over your toes of your bowling shoes. Flexing the knees or bending the knees down gets you lower to the floor. It brings the big muscles into play. It helps create automatic leverage and power when you walk to the foul line, and it'll give you consistency of motion walking to the foul line. You want to maintain that knee flex all the way through your approach to the foul line, so you'll be in position to keep a nice long knee flex or knee bend when you're sliding into the foul line, which will help stabilize your upper body. It'll give you good balance when you're in position to release the bowling ball, and it'll help you hold your form after you release the ball. Lean forward slightly about 10 or 15 degrees with the trunk or the upper portion of your body, so the front part of your shoulders are in a straight line over your kneecaps. This gives you a really strong and athletic position to begin your approach, and we recommend this highly. We also recommend that you keep your bowling ball when you hold the ball, unless you really have control of the direction and of an arm swing path. Try to get the ball, move it over in front of your bowling shoulder somewhere, so when you begin your swing toward your target, your ball can swing along the side of your body, especially you ladies. You want to get that ball over there so it doesn't have a problem bouncing off your hip when you start your backswing. A little simple tip for you there. And then, of course, keep your head level with the bottom of your chin, at least at the top of the shoulder level as you walk to the foul line. A lot of the coaches will tell you to pretend like you're balancing a book on your head like a model would do, or perhaps even imagine a glass of water on top of your head. When you walk to the foul line, you don't want to spill a drop. The whole point is to maintain consistent posture. Don't move your head around so you don't pull your head and shoulders offline and might influence or adversely affect the swing path of your bowling ball. Keep your eyes fixed on your sighting target, and I think if you follow some of those tips, some of these keys with a good stance position, then you're going to begin making real consistent approaches, and you're going to be on your way to better bowling scores. Thank you.